Bulls fans, welcome back to the Around the Horns podcast. Mario Tristan, this time joined by GM assistant coach David Nelson. Dave, welcome back, my friend. It's good to see you.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. This is exciting down here at Angelo's, and different venue creates different opportunities. So it's great to be here.
You've got a great crowd out here, beautiful weather. I mean, Mario and I just soak it up out here. What more can you expect from a great Pueblo evening out here? You got great fans behind you, you got a great venue, and you got great things on the horizon.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, exciting times. Obviously, we're moving into the summer months where we're looking to check a different box off of a successful year we had, and moving into our third year as an organization. Great again to be down here at the Riverwalk. It's absolutely beautiful. Got support of our fan base, season ticket holders, sponsors, you name it, are down here supporting us, and I think it's good to get everybody that supports the Bulls in one location, and it's good to see everybody again too.
Well, we've got great Pueblo weather going on right now, but you just had some other weather in Chicago, in the Windy City, for the Combine, if I'm not mistaken. How was that?
Yeah, no, it was great. It was a good, 2-day event there in Chicago with a lot of upside, right? Our league does a fantastic job as far as having an opportunity for kids to come in and showcase their skills, for a day or two over, a couple games, training sessions. But Chicago did a great job putting on their showcase and event for the USPHL. They got great staff there that was professional, top-notch. You have the commissioner there as well. But again, at the end of the day, it's a great opportunity for kids, all over the country to come to a location and showcase their skills for not only ourselves as a team, but many teams in the USPHL. So it was overall great experience.
And how exciting is that as a young organization, again, entering your third season here in Pueblo, but an organization that's garnered enough hype to roll into a city like that, a combine like that, and not only are you there looking at some of the best talent, but talent is there absolutely scalping for the Bulls logo, getting out there, making sure they impress the right scouts, the right people. This is a team people want to come play for, and now you almost kind of feel like the big dog in there trying to pick the best talent.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think for us, again, we're going on year 3, right? So there's teams in the league that have been around for a number of years past that, and it's great to see players reach out to us beforehand, the Chicago Showcase, introducing themselves, video, who they are as a person and a player, and letting us know they're going to be in Chicago. So being able to just communicate with them beforehand obviously speaks volume for them as a player and person reaching out, but again, you touched on it, they want to play here, they want to be in Pueblo, they want to play for the Bulls and be a part of something special and a fantastic community. So I think for us, it's just again exciting for us to continue to grow and showcase who we are as a city and an organization, and it was overall just a great experience.
Now the Combine's done, what's the next step in the recruitment process for you guys bringing in that talent?
Yeah, no, it doesn't stop for us, right? And so we had the Detroit Combine. That was another great opportunity. The Chicago Combine. We're heading up to Denver here in not this upcoming weekend, the weekend after, for the CCM Showcase. That's great talent, local talent. So we have that coming up, and then once we move into the month of June, we'll probably head back to Minnesota for a couple camps there as well. And so it doesn't stop. It's all about connection based too, right? Continuing to, we're still early, right? We're only in year 3. We're still continuing to grow our organization and program. And so from a standpoint, the CCM Showcase, for example, we'll have a table there. We'll showcase, exactly what it is to be a Pueblo Bull and the experience. But taking it a step further, we want guys that take I guess the extra step, right? The commitment to us, the commitment to the city.
Yeah.
And so when you see these players putting in the time and effort to grow and develop as their own, we're able just to make that transition easy coming to Pueblo. So it never stops for us, right? And again, I touched on the connections. We work with advisors, we work with high school coaches across the country as well, and at the end of the day, we just want to be able to check every box off there is as far as what the athletes are looking for, and we believe Pueblo's the place for them.
Now, Dave, let's also take a look at some of the guys who know what it takes to be a Pueblo Bull, and not only knows what it takes, but did a darn good job when they were here. Some of the guys from last year's team and some of the guys that were originals have spent the last few weeks really on the recruitment trail of their own to look at playing at the next level. Give us some updates on Bulls alumni, folks like that, getting ready to suit up and take their talents up.
Yeah, so we, goaltender Doug Wakeland, he had just, made his commitment here about a week ago and finalized it. Obviously, if you follow our social media pages, he's heading up to Michigan and playing, ACHA D1. Great opportunity for him. But again, for him, he's a multi-sport athlete too, so he's going to get the opportunity to continue his hockey career, but he's also playing golf. And so again, what we tell players, everybody wants to play at the highest level, right? Whether it's Division I, Division III pros, but ultimately, you have your own journey as an individual person, and so that's what we just try to focus on an individual aspect, is making sure it's a right spot for that person and what they're trying to accomplish outside of just the hockey realms, right? And so we have a number of guys that are still on the horizon. Gavin Andrews is continuing to do his research, and the schools that have reached out to him, Tanner himself too. So we got a couple high-end players that are still out there looking to make their commitment. But we tell guys all the time, it's not about making it early; it's about making the right one in the long term. So being patient throughout this process is important, and they do a good job as far as getting themselves ready and staying calm within that choice of frame. It's an exciting time for themselves and their family, but again, we're excited that Pueblo is a place where we can move players on to the next level. Again, whatever that end goal is for them or end stop, it's the right one for them too. So.
Let's also take a look on the personal side now. Obviously, the offseason gives you guys a little bit of rest, and you just talked about all the traveling and recruiting that you'll be doing over the next few weeks. But in your meantime, you get to hang out in the greatest place on earth, Pueblo, Colorado, right? And there's a lot of stuff to be done here. How does Dave Nelson spend the extra time in the offseason? If you catch a wink between playoff hockey and doing some recruitment of your own, what do you like to do?
Yeah, so I'm a big golfer myself, and I think, again, you touched on it, right? It's beautiful weather here in Colorado. I was actually just speaking with a young gentleman earlier today that if you're into fishing, hunting, mountain climbing, whatever the case may be, Pueblo has everything to offer, right? And so for us, we just made a couple tee times here at the end of the week, into the weekend, and I like to enjoy my time out on the golf course, and then once it gets a little bit warmer, get out on the lake as well too. Enjoy the reservoir back home. Minnesota has 10,000 lakes. You got Lake of the Woods back home as well. I enjoy my time there, and so those are just a few things that I like to do.
Dave, one final thing. Why don't you get right up close and personal with the camera there for the Bulls fans that still have yet to admire? New logo coming out, right? Yeah. 2021 going to be a little bit of a rebranding, not so much full-blown, but an alternate logo coming to the Bulls. What can fans expect out of that?
Yeah, no, so I think, obviously, we touched on last a couple weeks ago on the podcast, our new tagline this year, Pueblo versus everybody, and I think that's something for us. We're continuing to try to grow our brand, right? Obviously, you got, the Bull logo and whatnot. You look at the, trajectory of moving from year to year. First year was our inaugural logo with the Pueblo Bulls, and then last year we did it without Pueblo on there. Obviously, we put the things on the shoulder and whatnot too, but this year we wanted something that was a little bit more driven to Pueblo, right? Obviously, Pueblo is a P, and Pueblo versus everybody. It's not just the Bulls versus the next team. It's everybody that's involved and that supports us. So we got a lot of things on the horizon. Obviously, hopefully in about a couple weeks we'll get our schedule released. But on weekend games, we want to do different events, different opportunities, promotional jerseys, like we did last year, where we've done in the past, the Fire and Ice jerseys, first responder, breast cancer awareness. We want to continue to try to grow that and try to raise as much money as we can. But with this logo, obviously, again, we want to be a little bit more connected and try to grow as a whole community that supports us. So we're excited about it. Again, you see in there too, it's established 2019. That was our inaugural year, so there's a good touch on that part too. So it's a pretty good logo.
And the best way for a Bulls fan to see the new logo and get in on all the new action, what's that, Dave?
Go to the website, become a season ticket holder, support us, sponsor, whatever the case may be. Again, we got a lot of opportunity to support us. We can't continue, to be here and who we are and represent without the support of season ticket holders, sponsors, fan base, the Pueblo community as a whole. But again, this year we got a lot of new opportunity. Hopefully, 22 plus home games. Got our golf tournament coming up here in the end of the summer, early September. So another opportunity to again meet these guys that put in the work and just be a part of something special here.
Well, Dave, when we started this here at Angelo's, we told our followers and our listeners and our watchers that we were going to have some swag for them for coming out here. So we actually have some of the very first of the hats. I mean, you've got the very first one. You're wearing it, for crying out loud. But, Bulls fans, who wants a new hat? All right.
And you should have been here.
You guys really should have. But there's still a chance. We're doing this every other Wednesday. You never know what's coming up next. But speaking of coming up next, we're going to go into the third period with a special guest coming up. You're not going to want to miss this. Oh, and by the way, more freebies, more exclusives. Stay tuned and get your butt down here.